Hi, I'm Jordan Legan, and this is Summary Judgment, our weekly digest of what the nation's critics are saying about some of this weekend's new movie releases. And in this fast-paced world we live in, isn't it nice to know that one can just slow things down a bit, live in the moment, and pick up a hitchhiker who turns out to be a recent ex-convict? No, it's not a slasher flick. In fact, it's The Yellow Handkerchief, a character drama based on a Pete Hamill short story. William Hurt plays the ex-con who gets a ride from two teenagers, one who is played by Kristen Stewart. Maria Bello also stars.
I was going to ask you to marry me.
What? You don't know a thing about me.
You just told me who you are. But I already knew. Your whole life is in your face. And I love that face.
Overall, the critics enjoy the ride. The Hollywood Reporter cheers. Superb performances dominate a somewhat contrived but well-intentioned story. The Los Angeles Times smiles. In this gentle, low-key road movie, The Yellow Handkerchief is adept at making the viewer care. And the New York Observer raves. Another winning role for the exceptional Maria Bello. The scenes between Mr. Hurt and Miss Bello throb with intensity. Speaking of throbbing, I think that's one of the first signs you may have been exposed to a toxin in the water supply in this remake of the very low-budget 1973 George Romero film, The Crazies. Yes, a small group of people battle to survive once an environmental disaster causes the infected to act, well, the film ain't called The Mellows.
I'm a sheriff. She's a doctor. You know these people. What's going on here? Would you just tell us what's going on? Maybe we could actually help you.
The critics don't go crazy for The Crazies, but they like it. The Boston Globe shouts extremely solid stuff, about as good as you could hope from a B-movie retread. The Miami Herald calls it terrific, and the Philadelphia Inquirer whimpers entertainingly creepy and intense, but is marred by too much gore. It's called The Crazies, all right? I think you're allowed to have a lot of gore if your movie's called The Crazies. Now, titles are obviously important, and this next comedy was originally called A Couple of Dicks and went through a lot of different possible actors until Bruce Willis and Tracy Morgan teamed up in this buddy comedy now called Cop Out.
Whoa, what you doing, man?
You a cop?
No, put the gun down, man, look. You in trouble, B?
What? Don't wait for a job.
Now he's doing Al Pacino from Heat.
I got the death penalty in 12 systems.
Star Wars? Tell us about the chicken.
Schindler's List?
We're gonna need a bigger boat.
Beetlejuice.
Everything on cable TV.
Many of the critics scream police brutality.
Shut up.
The Arizona Republic is probably the kindest, makes little sense, is dumb when it's not being stupid, and yet is still at times laugh-out-loud funny. But the St. Louis Dispatch grumbles, Cop Out seems like an appropriate title for this scattershot comedy, and the Chicago Reader growls, a movie so crushingly formulaic that even continuity errors seem refreshing. That's too bad, because let's be honest, anyone can write a buddy picture. In fact, my cat just gave me hers to read, Puss in Boots. Tom Puss and Joe Boots, two cops mismatched in so many ways. And considering a cat wrote it, it's surprisingly good.